Officer David Turner had been working for the sheriff's office for 10 years. He'd seen it all. Drug busts gone wrong, domestic disturbances, even the occasional shooting. But nothing prepared him for the call he received on that cold October night. It was 2:47 a.m. when the radio crackled to life. 505, this is dispatch. We have a disturbance at 314 Ashwood Drive. Neighbor reports screaming coming from the residence. Proceed with caution. David frowned. Ashwood Drive was on the outskirts of town, mostly abandoned homes, except for a handful of older residents who refused to leave. He sighed, gripping the wheel of his cruiser as he pulled onto the dark, winding road. 10-4 Columbus. I'm in the area. 10-17. Ashwood Drive was darker than usual. The streetlights flickered erratically. He pulled up in front of 314, an old, two-story Victorian, with peeling paint and boarded windows. The front door was slightly ajar, creaking in the cold breeze. He made his way to the porch of the old home and keyed his two-way radio. Columbus, I'm at the location. No sign of forced entry, but the door is open. Going in to investigate. No response. Columbus? Static. David tightened his grip on his flashlight and stepped inside. The house smelled like mildew and something metallic. The floorboards groaned under his boots. Sheriff's office? Anyone here? David called out. A faint noise drifted from upstairs, a soft, rhythmic tapping. David's hand moved to the gun on his hip as he ascended the staircase. The second floor was colder, his breath turning to mist. At the end of the hall, a door stood slightly open. The tapping was louder now. David then slowly pushed the door open with the barrel of his gun. Inside was a child's bedroom. Faded toys were scattered across the floor. A small wooden rocking chair faced the corner, creaking back and forth. In the chair sat a child, a pale girl in a white nightgown, her face obscured by a curtain of dark hair. Sweetheart? David lowered his gun. Are you okay? The girl's head twitched toward him. Slowly, her hair parted. Her eyes were black. Completely black. David stumbled backward, raising his gun. Why did you leave me, Daddy? The girl asked. David's heart stopped. What did you say? Why did you leave me in the car? David's hand began to shake. His daughter, Emma, had died 5 years ago in a car accident. He had been driving. David was extracted by the fire department just before the car erupted into flames with Emma still trapped inside. No, that's not possible. The girl stood up. You left me alone, David screamed as the room exploded into darkness. He fired his gun wildly, the muzzle flash briefly illuminating the figure standing inches from him. Pale face, black eyes, mouth stretched into an impossible smile. The last thing he heard before the darkness swallowed him was the sound of the radio crackling to life. 5:05, 10:38. Silence. As responding units arrived, David's cruiser was found parked neatly in front of 314 Ashwood Drive. The house, however, was gone. Nothing but an empty lot, covered in dead grass, surrounded by an old, rusted, chain-linked fence. The sheriff's office rendered it as an unsolved case, because David's body was never found. But some nights, at 2:47 a.m., dispatch still receives a call from Unit 505. Columbus, I'm still here.